Hello, my name is Alicia Davis, and I am making a presentation of my story map from Muhlenberg County. I chose this topic as we are new to Muhlenberg County. We moved here just a little under 2 years ago and would like to know more about my town and more about the history that goes along with it. Muhlenberg County was formed in 1798 out of parts of Logan and Christian counties. It was named after General Peter Muhlenberg, who was born in 1746 and died in 1807. Muhlenberg County came to be in 1798. The Veterans Memorial that was dedicated by the city of Greenville, as shown here. This memorial was erected in 1987 through funds donated to Muhlenberg County for the memorial. This memorial holds 12 plaques, all listing the names and men and women who served our country in World War I and World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. These 6 plaques sit just to the left of the previous picture. These plaques hold the names of veterans that served our country. This is a centerpiece of the Veterans Memorial site that gives us the indicators that they use to mark soldiers for different ranks, positions, and service. This also gives the sponsors for the memorial and the dates it was erected. This is a close-up of one of the plaques showing the names of the men and women who served our country. Next is Paradise Park. It came to be in 1997. This has historical significance as it holds the first schoolhouse and library that Muhlenberg County had. This is the home of Merle Travis and his birthplace. This is the plaque that sits on the home of Merle Travis. Paradise Park holds the first school building and library that Muhlenberg County had known into existence. Muhlenberg County is home to over 30,000 people and growing. Muhlenberg County has many features to visit, such as Green River. Green River has many places that people can reach it from Muhlenberg County. Green River flows from the Ohio River. Green River provides an outlet for goods to travel commercially. The primary good that is shipped on this river is coal. This allows for the coal to leave the county and head to the major trade centers along the Mississippi River. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, you can see just off in the distance in the back of the photo. TVA is one of the nation's largest coal-fired power plants. The river provided a great outlet for coal to travel to the plant. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, the power plant. This power plant is one of the largest coal-fired power plants in the nation. TVA has located on their land a boat ramp, public fishing, historic village of Paradise Cemetery. This is the only remnant left of the city of Paradise. TVA power plant. This power plant started operation in 1963 with 2 units opening and a third opening in 1970. Paradise contains 3 cooling towers. This plant is the only TVA power plant with cooling towers. The barge unloading facility was built in 1985 to help coal get to the plant more efficiently. Coal still arrives via barge, train, and truck to power this plant. Two of the three coal-fired units shut down in April of 2017, and two natural gas power plants were brought online in its place. This happened because the risk assessment showed that the risk to the environment of running the fossil plant outweighed the need. TVA began researching in August of 2018 the possibility that closing the remaining coal-fired unit and replacing with a natural gas plant in another location. The third unit that is still in commission currently employs 131 workers. In February of 2019, TVA board voted to shut down the remaining coal-fired unit. The shutdown would take place in December of 2020. Both Governor Bevins and President Trump pleaded with TVA to leave the plant open. TVA will also close an additional 3 plants in the next few years. Many employees have already started seeking jobs elsewhere with the impending shutdown. Next is Hazel Creek Baptist Church, originated in 1797. Hazel Creek Baptist Church began in 1797. This is the oldest church not only in Muhlenberg County, but also in the state of Kentucky, with the exception of Severns Valley and Elizabethtown. The first pastor of Hazel Creek Baptist Church was Benjamin Talbot. This is the back of the stilt block steps that sit in front of Hazel Creek Baptist Church. These steps were built by hand in 1859 to accommodate women coming to church. They were built by Garland D. Craig, 1839. These steps were used every week by women and children. Horse-drawn carriages would pull up next to these steps for women and men to be let out. The women would walk down these steps from their carriage to go into church. Rails were a primary way of shipping that took place in Muhlenberg County. Around half of all trade rails came in second to the river. Rail cars carried anything from coal to passengers. Rail stop in Greenville. As shown, the rail car, the passengers would carry baggage to and from the train, steps to help passengers board and exit the train, along with many other things that were used on a daily basis. When it came to train travel. Historic train car showing that the tracks connected Paducah, Kentucky to Louisville, Kentucky, and everything in between, including Muhlenberg County. Can America resource? This is a Paradise mine that mines coal for Paradise, which is TVA. The mine still supplies most of the coal for Paradise fossil plant that the plant uses today. This coal mine is one of 4 that are still in operation. Through the last decade, there have been hundreds of coal mines in Muhlenberg County. Ken American Coal Mine is still in operation to supply TVA with coal to provide the power plant and provide electric to many customers. This is the coal mine entrance used by trucks to carry coal to the power plant on the other side of town. Ken America is roughly 20 miles from Paradise Fossil Power Plant, TVA. Ken America Coal Mine still used and mined today to provide coal for our county and many places around the state. Lieutenant Ephraim M. Bank. This monument project took place from 2010 to 2014. He was a hero of the Battle of New Orleans. He was a sergeant in the Kentucky militia, and he was born in 1791 and died in 1875. The story of Ephraim Bank was one that was passed down from generation to generation. The War of 1812 was one that began in the United States of America, between the United States of America and the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The war was known as the Forgotten War or the Revolutionary War Part II. The war was based on a disagreement over shipping and trade done on the sea. The word did not get to New Orleans till February. The treaty was signed in December for peace. Ephraim M. Bank was a lone sharpshooter. He took out many of the enemy's men from a great distance, so great that the enemy laughed when he aimed to fire at them. Every shot he took killed a soldier from the opposite side. It is said that Ephraim contributed more to winning the war than any other single factor. He was born in North Carolina in 1791 and moved into Greenville in 1808, 1 month after the battle on the New Orleans. He was promoted to lieutenant above many others that were ranked above him. Ephraim did more to win the war than any other single contributing factor, as told by many. Four Legions Fountain in Drakesboro. This fountain was erected and dedicated on September 5th, 1992. The monument was erected in honor of these four men and their styles of playing music. One of these styles was known as thumb picking. This came about when Kennedy Jones resorted to thumb picking style of guitar playing that his mother taught him. He resorted to play this way to relieve blisters he had on his fingers. This is how thumb picking was born. The fountain was erected in honor of four major musicians at the time. Kennedy Jones, which was born on August 1st, 1990, and died on September 5th, 1990. He was born on August 1st, 1900, and died on September 5th, 1990. Isaac Melford Everly, born on April 29th, 1908, and died on October 22nd, 1975. And Merle Robert Travis, born on November 29th, 1917, and died on October 20th, 1983. And Mose Brager, born on April 2nd, 1911, and died on May 14th, 1986. Mose Brager was known to be a great musician that many had followed in order to become who they are today. Mose Brager was born on April 2nd, 1911, in Ohio County. He lived in Drakesboro from 1931 till he died on May 14th, 1986. He is one of the legends the fountain was erected in memory of. Historic monuments in Muhlenberg County. Forrest reconnoitered. General Nathan Bedford Forrest and cavalry came here up to 3 times on reconnaissance missions from Hopkinsville. This monument is about General Nathan Bedford Forrest. He led his troops from Muhlenberg County on 3 different occasions to recon with the rest of their troops. They came through Muhlenberg County on November 1861, December 1861, and January of 1862. On the next slide is the back of the monument. This monument shows the Confederate raids and invasions and a federal retreat in Kentucky. This map shows us by color the trails that each leader took with our troops to raid and invade as well as retreat. This shows not only Muhlenberg County but all of Kentucky. This monument is a historic gristmill mill from Paradise Community. The song Paradise that John Prine wrote and sung put Muhlenberg County on the map. The monument serves as a tribute to John Prine. His song talks about childhood memories in the small coal mining town of Paradise. This stone monument adds to the memorial of men and women who fought for our country during the World War. This displays the Battle of New Orleans. The map shown is the trail the soldiers would have taken during the war and also shows where the troops were congregated during the war. My sources as sorted, my sources as cited. Thank you for watching.